A sophisticated burglary ring targeting homes of Asian business owners.
America, what I'm about to expose is going to blow your mind and make you furious at the same time. For the past 11 months, Colombian crime rings have been conducting systematic campaigns across multiple states using airtags, trail cameras, and professional surveillance techniques to target Asian American business owners. They're disguising themselves as Amazon delivery drivers and landscapers, conducting weeks of intelligence gatherings and stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars based on calculated stereotypes about cash businesses. But here's what's really going to make your blood boil. These are foreign criminals who shouldn't even be in our country in the first place, terrorizing hardworking American families.
Four people are behind bars in what police say is another takedown connected to a South American theft ring. Thanks for joining us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Cherie Palello.
And I'm Mike Dardis. Investigators say these organized crews have been targeting the homes of Asian American business owners all across America.
What is up, guys? Tyson De La Cruz here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. This story exposes a level of organized crime that most Americans didn't even know existed. International criminal networks using military-grade surveillance techniques to systematically rob American citizens, and it's been happening right under our noses for almost a year. Let me break down this 11-month criminal enterprise, because what we're dealing with is not just random burglaries. It's coordinated international operations that's been terrorizing Asian American families across the entire United States.
I've learned this is a big problem here in Montgomery County. We're also learning tonight that this group of criminals is using sophisticated technology to track their victims.
Montgomery authorities are calling this an epidemic and discovered these criminals are using sophisticated technology, including Apple AirTags, trail cameras, and physical surveillance to track their victims. This is an optimistic crime. This is professional level criminal intelligence gathering.
First, these groups were targeting luxury homes. During our investigation into those cases, I learned they were also targeting homes of Asian American business owners.
The criminal enterprise evolved over time. They started with luxury home invasions, but then identified Asian American business owners as more profitable and predictable targets. This shows their calculated nature and their operations and their ability to adapt to criminal strategies.
Investigators say these thieves are tracking the business owners, but they strike when they're at work, stealing cash, jewelry, and even high-end handbags.
Because these items are easily transportable and fairly difficult to trace. The surveillance techniques these Colombian crime rings are using rival professional intelligence operations.
They're not there for a physical confrontation. They are following them home to learn their patterns, their cars, who's staying at the residence, how long it's going to take them to get from their place of business home.
Study their daily patterns, identify their vehicles, map out who lives in each residence, and travel routes between work and home. This is military-grade intelligence gathering applied to a criminal enterprise. And get this, guys, they're using Apple AirTags to track victims' vehicles, allowing them to monitor movement patterns without maintaining physical surveillance. This technology gives them real-time location data, helps them determine when homes are going to be empty.
Deputies say the undocumented group of Colombian criminals specifically targeted the homes of Asian business owners. This report claims their crime spree spans Hillsborough, Osceola, and Orange counties.
The scope of this criminal enterprise spans multiple counties and states, showing this just isn't just local crime, but it's an organized criminal network with national reach. The fact that they're undocumented Colombian nationals makes this an immigration and national security issue. One of the most disturbing aspects of this criminal enterprise is how these Colombian nationals disguise themselves to blend into American communities while conducting surveillance and planning attacks.
The man walking up to Guoling Wang's front door, who appears to be an Amazon delivery man, is not. And the woman seen walking up several minutes prior, police say she's not a food delivery woman either.
In Southern California, they disguise themselves as Amazon delivery drivers and food delivery workers. Guoling Wang's, I'm pretty sure I butchered that name, security camera captured what appeared to be legitimate delivery people people, but they were actually criminals conducting final reconnaissance before the break-in.
They are dressed like landscapers, but Orange County deputies say they are criminals in disguise. Deputies say this drone video shows the crooks casing a home in Orlando before breaking in to steal designer shoes and handbags.
Orange County deputies captured drone footage showing these criminals conducting surveillance while disguised as workers, allowing them to spend extended time in neighborhoods without raising any alarms.
On that day, he didn't carry anything, and he was slow walking, looking around. And I mean, immediately I was telling my wife, yeah, this guy is suspicious.
His spidey sense was tingling and his instincts were correct. The man was conducting surveillance for the criminal network. The most calculated aspect of this criminal enterprise is how these Colombian crime rings are exploiting specific stereotypes and culture knowledge about Asian American business practices.
Business owners, mostly Asian, are being tracked by criminal gangs based on harmful stereotypes that they keep high-value items in their home.
And they're using this assumption to target these specific individuals.
A lot of Asian businesses do keep a lot of cash at home. So it's kind of a cultural norm for Asian businesses to hold cash at home rather than in a bank.
The stereotype has some basis in cultural practices.
Investigators tell me thieves target those who run restaurants or nail salons because they do a lot of transactions in cash, which many do keep at home.
This is not random targeting. This is criminal market research being applied to burglary operations. This, unfortunately, isn't just local crime. These Colombian crime rings are operating a coordinated criminal enterprise that spans multiple states and involves sophisticated logistics and planning.
A suspected Colombian crime ring busted here in Central Florida. They're accused of breaking into homes all across the country.
The Orange County Sheriff's Office busted a Colombian crime ring that was operating across the entire country, showing the national scope of these criminal networks. This isn't confined just to one region. It's a coordinated national operation. Suspects are being held on ICE deportation warrants, confirming that these are foreign nationals who shouldn't even be in the country. This shows the direct connection between immigration enforcement and public safety. In Southern California alone, authorities arrested 5 Colombian nationals, recovered hundreds of thousands of dollars of stolen valuables from multiple locations, showing the scale and profitability of this criminal network. The victim accounts reveal the psychological terror these criminal networks are inflicting on hardworking Asian American families who came to America seeking opportunity and safety.
The first time when I come to my house, when I saw the window break and my door open, and I feel like my heart jumped outside. I don't know how they follow me. I can't even eat and sleep. Even now, I'm still nervous.
Investigators say the gang was sophisticated. They'd surveil a home for weeks before they'd hit.
The psychological impact here extends far beyond financial losses. These families are living in constant fear because they know that they were specifically targeted and surveillanced for several weeks.
Neighbors who live along this tight-knit street in Highlands Ranch say it's rare to hear about crime close to homes.
I mean, your home is your safe space. So that really shocks me to hear that that's happening on my street.
We're always good about locking our doors, but apparently that isn't nearly enough.
The criminal's professional level of planning makes a standard home security system inadequate.
Watch as within minutes, the man and 2 others run out of Wong's house with a backpack and luggage filled with tens of thousands of dollars of valuables.
Collectibles, cash, and collector bags.
They know exactly what they're looking for and where to find it because there's extensive surveillance.
We know that these incidents aren't only attacking Asians, but we are being disproportionately targeted.
America, what we're witnessing is an 11-month terror campaign by Colombian crime rings that are systematically exploiting stereotypes and cultural differences to target Asian American business owners. This isn't random crimes. This is organized international criminal enterprise operating on American soil with military-grade surveillance techniques. The sophistication is terrifying, using Apple airtags to track vehicles, disguising themselves as delivery workers and landscapers, conducting weeks of surveillance and exploiting cultural knowledge about cash businesses and home security practices. This is professional level criminal intelligence gathering. The multiple state scope shows we're dealing with organized crime networks that span the entire country, from Florida to California to Colorado. These Colombian nationals are systematically targeting American citizens based on calculated stereotypes and cultural vulnerabilities. The fact that some, if not most of them, are here illegally and being held on ICE deportation warrants shows the direct connection between immigration enforcement and public safety. When we don't control our borders, we allow international criminal networks to operate freely in American communities. These Colombian crime rings have been able to operate across multiple states using professional surveillance techniques to terrorize American families while authorities struggle to connect the dots. The Asian American community deserves better protection. Maybe get a dog. This is what happens when we don't secure our borders and we don't properly vet who's coming into the country. Foreign criminals are literally studying American communities, identifying vulnerabilities, and exploiting them for profit while terrorizing innocent families. Let me know what you think about this. Drop it down in the comment section down below. Smash the like button if you kindly would. Share, subscribe, and as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.